The main topic we share today is to broaden customer boundaries and redefine customers. We found that many entrepreneurs are not very good at defining their core users and mistakenly believe that a product can only be sold to one group of customers. Entrepreneurs should re-examine their external boundaries and expand their customer base. In order to find new customers and more extension boundaries, we will introduce a very important model, the ABC GPS model. This model can find new customers in 6 dimensions and introduce our products to a larger market space. First of all, the A represents agent, which refers to the channel. Our products may not be sold directly to end customers. They are sold through agent channels, which have their own channels and ecosystems. In fact, many franchise chain mechanisms are agency mechanisms. They help their agents manage the customers by outputting a standardized system and a standardized management method. For such a strategy, we need to clearly know that our service target is agents, and we serve the final customer through agents. We must design the business model from the perspective of maximizing agents' interests. Especially in the internet era, we must take into account the channels of various online sales platforms or internet celebrity fan effect. Their energy and coverage area are also inestimable. Second, everyone should be familiar with the to B and to C business models. The B is a marketing strategy for the corporation business, which considers whether the product can earn profits through direct sales to the corporation. One of the best stationery brands in China is Delhi Stationery. At first, their sales strategy was the traditional direct-to-consumer model, which sold their products through street retail stores. Therefore, their original mode is to C. However, with the advancement of business, Delhi Stationery found that traditional marketing methods may not be able to adapt to future trends. Office stationery is increasingly being included in centralized procurement by enterprises and is no longer a high-value commodity. Corporate employees no longer buy their own office stationery, but it has become one of the basic office elements required by every company. After anticipating this market change, Delhi Stationery began a marketing strategy to directly target large and medium-sized enterprises. Through this strategy, purchasing companies can directly purchase a full set of office products more conveniently, reducing the company's purchase costs. Manufacturing companies can also better understand market feedback and develop more stationery suitable for corporate offices. Delhi Stationery has changed from the original to C strategy to B strategy, which provides them with huge room for growth and makes them the largest stationery manufacturer in China. The third dimension is direct to consumer, to C. As we all know, many businesses are currently going direct to consumer. However, the complexity of consumer groups cannot be ignored. Consumers in different age groups and territories have different forms of consumption. Therefore, to C also needs to be specifically divided according to different segment groups. Nowadays, social media e-commerce is becoming increasingly developed. Personal hotspot traffic is becoming more and more influential. We need to pay attention to the new trends and update traditional means to achieve strategic breakthroughs in to C. Then GPS is a new expanded quadrant proposed by S. In the fourth category, what does to G represent? In fact, government customers who possess strong purchasing power are often ignored by many companies. If we can strategically cooperate with government agencies, this will virtually enhance our strength and increase our possibility of entering many large markets. In the fifth category, what does to P mean? It refers to partners. The broad term partner here represents all relationships on the manufacturing side except customers and buyers. But buying and selling relationships can also be found among various partners. Taking competitors as an example, many companies regard competitors as enemies. Under normal circumstances, our competitors' needs are consistent with ours in all aspects. If we have the ability to solve our own needs, is it possible to solve certain aspects of our competitors' needs? Group purchasing, or joint purchasing, which is more popular now, uses the principle of merging orders to form a larger quantity of orders to obtain a lower price. If we combine the demand for raw material from several competitors, will the upstream suppliers of raw material give us a better price? This is one material. What if we can aggregate most of the raw materials needs of many competitors? This strategy can easily be transformed us into a supply chain platform. Many companies eventually become industry integration platforms, and industry leaders achieve success through the reverse to P strategy. The last strategy worth paying attention to is S strategy. S here refers to shareholders, which may also be our core users. In many large-scale infrastructures construction processes, the final payers are not ordinary consumers but those shareholder units with relevant strategic needs. Take navigation software as an example. Navigation software are usually free for individual users. So where does navigation software company revenue come from? Some people might say they are selling data or maps. However, navigation software companies have huge operating costs. In order to provide high-quality map services, they need to invest a lot of basic work, including continuously updating maps, which undoubtedly requires huge financial investment. In fact, their main payers are their strategic shareholders, who are usually national or even global internet platforms. What they build is a commercial O2O system, online to offline. The services offered by these giant shareholders themselves must be inseparable from map services. For example, for taxi hailing apps and food order and delivery software platforms, or more interesting like dating apps. They can choose to build their own map system, but this requires an investment of billions or even tens of billions. Or, they can choose to become strategic shareholders of the map company and integrate the map function into their own application. This method is obviously more convenient, faster, and mature. Large companies acquire small ones and take shares in them. A certain business or functional module of a small company is integrated by the large company and becomes part of the complete service system that the large company offers. Such cases abound. As far as the map app company itself is concerned, if it chooses to C strategy, the final result may not be ideal. Choosing the to S strategy and being integrated into or becoming part of a larger system may bring them huge room for growth. Today we are talking about some ideas for broadening the scope of customer groups. Customers and sales are the essence of a company and the basis for profitability and development. We will introduce other clues and ideas about this important topic in the following chapters. We hope that these courses inspire us in order to maximize our benefits. Yes, these are the methods for using the ABC GPS customer model to broaden customer boundaries. Please follow me to the next section.